production, heavy sound system. Great feedback so far. I mean, the album was, I think the album is one of the best albums we've done in probably 20 years or something like that. You know, I mean, there was a great spirit. Writing and recording the album was done very fast, actually. And with these new guys in the back. Pardon. It was great because, as I said, it was a great spirit, and we actually really felt like doing a good album. And this time we just had, you know, a couple of good songs. So I think, and a good producer. The first time we worked with Jacob, the guy who produced the album, and he really made the album come out and speak as you know. So everybody's happy. We've had a great reception so far from all over the world. Well, if you don't know Pretty Maids, you should fucking be ashamed. I mean, no, I mean, basically this album, Pandemonium, you know, it's some sort of a return actually. By coincidence, because it wasn't planned that way, but it is some kind of a return back to the 80s stuff we did, you know, albums like Red Hot and Heavy and Future. I mean, these albums probably are the milestones in our career. And for new fans, if they like Pandemonium, which I hope a lot of new people do, young people do, I mean, you have to go back and buy some of the old stuff from the 80s. I mean, that's what we are. It's melodic hard rock, heavy metal, good songs, good melodies, good riffs and stuff. That's the formula. Pretty amazing. And you know, Red Hot, Heavy and Future World were very much the two albums that's sort of where we sort of defined our own style and sound and stuff like that. And actually, we've been trying to stick with that for the better part of 30 years. So I'm just happy we still managed to pull off a real good one, which I think we've done with Pandemonium. I mean, this time I can say, I mean, by heart. I mean, I'm serious. I know every time. I'm sure if you pick up an old interview or something like that when we did the Panic album, you always use it because it's fresh, it's new, it's fresh, and you always think you came up with the best album. Looking back, if I listen in context with some of the others, I can say seriously, this Pandemonium. I mean, in fact, I still can listen to the album. Normally, when I've done an album with Pretty Maids, I'll listen to it for a week and then I put it away and can't listen to it. I can still pick up Pandemonium, actually. Not because I'm selfish or anything like that, but I can still pick up the album and listen to some new things. I think it's a very interesting record. It's a very strong record, but also it's got some interesting aspects on it. You know, tiny little things you can't hear the first time. Second time you run it through, you know, come up to the surface. So, yeah, I'm really happy. I can say by heart, this is the best album I've done in 20 years. You go on, buy. I think, I mean, as I said, albums like Red Hot and Heavy and Future World is probably the best albums I think we've done. Also because of the time they were released. I mean, there was a big focus on hard rock and heavy metal and stuff like that. It was the 80s. It was on rotation on MTV and stuff like that. You know, all the big hair bands and shit like that. But I think we did some really good stuff up to the 90s as well. You know, albums like Syndicate, Scream, Spook were good albums. They just came out at the wrong time. You know, because I mean, if you listen back to an album like Spook, which I think is probably the most comparable to Pandemonium, it's got a really good set of songs too. It doesn't sound as good as this one, I think, but it's got a real set of good songs. So I mean, what can I say? I think Pandemonium is top 3. Definitely. It would probably be Future World, because Future World is the song I still actually enjoy singing, playing, and I feel like I think it's one of the best songs we ever did, maybe the best. But I can still actually, after, I mean, it's been something like 23 years ago since I did that one, since we did that one, and I still have fun playing this song. I still think it's one of the best songs Pretty Maids ever did, Future World. So that's the song, definitely. We're not nostalgic. We're basically we're trying not to be old-fashioned or anything like that, but we're basically trying to stick the same sort of formula as we started out with. You know, we never broke up. I mean, when the band, you know, as I said, I mean, we're going back to the 80s, but that's a coincidence. Right? I mean, it's just, now is the time for this kind of music again, maybe. Right? That's what I feel, actually getting airplay and stuff like that. Getting played on the radio in Scandinavia, back in Denmark and stuff like that. You know? And that's cool. I mean, but basically we're doing the same thing all over again as we've done in 30 years. Not just to do the same thing, but that's what we're good at. That's the only thing we can do. I mean, I don't want to try to make a musical revolt or anything like that. I'm not Bob Dylan. I mean, I'm not. Fuck that. I mean, this is rock and roll. It's entertainment. That's what we do. Want to go out there, give people a good time, make some good music. This is my childhood dream that I'm still carrying out. You know, so I know the scene is very difficult to sell records today because of the downloading thing and shit like that. But we're still basically we're just out there having a good time. And we are actually having fun still after 30 years. It sounds like a cliche, but we do. Pretty MAIDS is very much based on the relationship between me and Ken Hammer. We've been together since the beginning. We started the band, and we're still having fun. I mean, we're still good friends, really good friends. We've got a pretty strong relationship when it comes to it. I mean, sometimes we have heavy arguments. Like in the old days, we used to get into fist fights and stuff like that. But we still, it's very much based on I mean, we had the same dream when we started. We wanted to do the same thing. We're still trying to do that.
It's a good marriage.
It's a good marriage. We never had a ring though. We don't carry a ring.
Who does the cook?
I'm the cook. Do the cook. I mean, you know, actually, it's a long time. It's almost like 10 years ago. People said to me, "Now you're one of the veteran bands." You know? And I looked into the mirror and I said, "Oh, veteran band." I can't believe that. Well, I guess we are kind of dinosaur band. It's been around for 30 years. Probably one of the most. Well, we never split up or anything like that. But I guess that. Let me put it this way: time flies when you're having fun. But yeah, I guess we are a dinosaur hard rock band. We're still having fun. We can still go out there and kick some ass, you know, and have fun on stage. And as I see it, maybe trying, or at least we're trying to be up there among the best in our field. You know, we still give the young bands a rush for the money. That's right. I think pretty much the combination between. I mean, we always had the more heavy side, the more heavy metal, the metal side, and we had the more AOR side, you know. And we grew up with bands like, of course, Black Sabbath, Purple Rainbow, all the bands that came out of Rainbow, White Snake, Iron Maiden, Def Leppard. I was always a big fan of that in the very early 80s. And also at the same time, we listened to bands like Journey, Foreigner, Total, that kind of stuff, you know. I'm a big fan of good music. I'm a big fan of the good song. To me, there's a good song, there's good music and bad music. That's it, yeah, but we always tried to mix these two things. Sometimes it became a problem because people couldn't really find out what the hell is this band about? I mean, are they heavy or are they metal or are they an AOR band? Well, we always did the same kind of thing. We'll keep on doing that because that's what we like. We basically we were writing music from what we were initially inspired on back in the day. It's way too short today, I mean, because I never really peaked. You know, I like to build up an audience, you know, during the set. It was very hectic, very little chaotic and stuff. We had a goddamn fucking trouble day yesterday, and I'd like to play for an hour and a half, of course. We just play Sweden rock. We would play like 90 minutes. You know, I'd love to do that here in France. I mean, it's been 15 years since we played in France the last time. So 45 minutes. I mean, it's too short. So we had to take out some of the new stuff, some of the songs from the new album, and put in some of the old stuff from the future world. There are some songs that you necessarily have to play because that's what the fans and supporters expect you to play. It always should be a mix of what you like and what the band wants to hear, or what the crowd wants to hear. When I play a song like Back to Back or Red Hot and Heavy, I mean, I don't necessarily think it's great to play. When I'm up there on stage, I think it's fun. but we never rehearsed it. I mean, I played those songs so many times that I'd rather play some of the new stuff. That's always more fun. Play something from the new album. I hope that we get the opportunity later on, play in France in the fall. Hopefully, we'll have some gigs in France as well. At least one or two. 45. And hell I am. I'm rock. Well, of course I am. I mean, you put on another cap, you know, when you walk in. I've got families, I've got grown up kids, and I got a wife back home. And when I go into that tour bus, or when I step on the airplane and go to play a festival somewhere, you know, you put on another cap. And as I said before, I'm still carrying out my childhood dream, you know. And I consider it a big privilege to actually still be capable of doing it, be able to do it. That's what I dreamed about when I was 10 years old. So that's 35 years ago. And I still have the opportunity to do it, actually go and do it. Go play in front of a big audience, or small audience, whatever, you know. Play my own music, write my own music, get it released on record and stuff like that. You know. I can't complain. I mean, there's not as much money as in the business as it used to be, but I mean, we're still having fun. We're having a real good time. I mean, the Pretty Maids guys, me and the 4 other guys, we got a fantastic lineup today. Fantastic band, great guys, social and everything. So, the best way to rock is being on stage. I mean, the 45 minutes you have on stage, or 1.5 hours, whatever it is, you know. But that's what makes it all worth it. You know? I mean, it's not all the traveling and all the shit. But 45 minutes or an hour and a half on stage, that's right. That's what I do. That's great. No. I mean, we don't want to. I mean, I know if we bring something new. I mean, we just, as I said, we're trying to stick, you know, to the same formula. Write some good music, you know. Hopefully melodic, hard rock, heavy, good riffs, and combination between guitars, keyboards, and vocals. Just want to make some good records, you know, that people like. I hope so. I hope we'll be back in the fall, you know. I hope this gig maybe today at HELLFEST. I hope that'll be that we can, you know, put up a gig or two or something like on the Pandemonium tour, which actually starts on in October, late October. I think we start the European tour. Right now, I mean, the gig today was done in Brad, you know, at ATKINS. I mean, it's not great. We had the opportunity to go here, play in France again for the first time in 50 years. So I hope this gig, you know, I hope that there's some new kids out there that saw the band for the first time and said, hey, those guys still can kick some ass. So hopefully we can make a concert or 2 or 3 maybe in France. France used to be a great market for the 80s, beginning of the 90s. Guys in the back.